You might want to create an interface for other services to interact with your web application. By building an API, you can allow third parties to consume information and operate with your application programmatically. There are several ways you can structure your API, but following REST principles is encouraged. RESTful APIs are resource-based. Your models represent resources, and HTTP methods such as GET, POST, PUT, or DELETE are used to retrieve, create, update, or delete objects. HTTP response codes are also used in this context. Different HTTP response codes are returned to indicate the result of an HTTP request. The most common formats to exchange data with RESTful APIs are JSON and XObject. Our API will provide retrieve subjects, retrieve available courses, retrieve course contents, and enroll in a course. We can build an API from scratch with Django by creating custom views. However, there are several third-party modules that simplify creating an API for your project, but most popular among them being Django REST Framework. Now we'll start with installing the Django REST Framework. Django REST Framework allows you to easily build REST APIs for your project. You can find all information about REST Framework at this link. Now, open the command prompt and install the framework using the command install Django REST Framework. You successfully installed the Django REST Framework. Edit the settings.py file of your project. Also add these commands. You can provide a specific configuration for your API using the REST Framework setting. REST Framework offers a wide range of settings to configure default behaviors. The Default Permission Classes setting specifies the default permissions to read, create, update, or delete objects. We set the Django model permissions or anon read only as the only default permission class. This class relies on Django's permissions system to allow users to create, update, or delete objects while providing read-only access for anonymous users. You'll learn more about permissions later. For a complete list of available settings for the REST framework, you can visit this link. Open the shell and retrieve the URL shown. You'll get a response similar to this. The HTTP response contains a list of subject objects in JSON format. If your operating system doesn't come with CURL installed, you can download it from the website. Instead of CURL, you can also use any tool to send custom HTTP requests, such as a browser extension, such as Postman, which you can get at getpostman.com. Open the link in your browser. You'll see the REST Framework's browsable API. This HTML interface is provided by the Browsable API renderer. It displays the results header and content and allows you to perform requests. You can also access the API detail view for a subject object by including its ID in the URL. You'll see a single subject object rendered in JSON format.